my brother Carlos, let it burn, let it warm our lives. Yeah, we got whiskey, we got good friends with us. Every toast puts the past behind. Friday night at the whiskey corner, let it pour, let it pour, let it pour this time. Let it pour, let it pour, let it pour this time. Friday night's calling, ice in the glass, chat's lighting up, we're rolling at last. Hey! A flip on the sign, camera in focus, a bottle on the bar, yeah, you already know this. A collar's on the mic, ready for the first pour. Welcome to the spot you've been waiting for. It's Whiskey Corner on a Friday night. Raise your glass up, let's get this right. From the first slow sip to the last warm light, it's Whiskey Corner on a Friday night. Names in the chat, rolling like a river. The stories in the smoke, laugh lines, shiver. Little bit of fire, little bit of chill. If you're here right now, you know the drill. It's Whiskey Corner on a Friday night. Raise your glass up, let's get this right. From the first slow sip to the last warm light, that's Whiskey Corner on a Friday night. Are you tuned in? Can you feel that burn? Every drop we share, another page we turn. From our side of the screen.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey!
Poopy head.
Oh, no, 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 no! No!
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
What the fuck? Sorry, had the mic muted. You know, it's been quite some time since I've done this. What's up, y'all? Can you guys hear me now? I know there was no audio, but can you guys hear me now? How is it? Better, I see. Time for a big bottle. All right, Roger Randall. All right. There we go. I'm seeing better, so you guys can actually hear me good. All right, perfect. What's up, Matt? So it's Friday the 13th, huh? You know, I should have capitalized a little bit more on that. And I was like, I just realized it today because I was thinking, oh, it's Valentine's Day and all this and that. And yeah, I totally missed that it is Friday the 13th. So Doc was putting on a cool show earlier today. I think he's still going, but he was putting on a cool show today where he was like mixing like chocolate like with whiskey, and that's awesome. So Death by Chocolate, and that's kind of like when it clicked to me, and I was like, whoa, it is Friday the 13th. Anyways, it is Friday night, and we are here to freaking drink. It is the weekend, so thank y'all for being here. I don't have anything poured right now, although the thing said that I was getting a pour. I was actually just finishing up some last minute things. What the freak are we gonna pour here? So, because we're gonna do some samples, I'm gonna start off with a sample that a cool friend of the channel gave me. So we're gonna try this Whiskey Tree weeded bourbon that came over from Mr. Keith P. So that's what we'll start off with. You know, I haven't really had this one. I bought the high rye one. Keith was awesome enough to help me acquire that, but I haven't tried this weeder one. For some reason, there was a hair on there. Cheers, y'all. Thank you for being here on a Friday. Let's see who's here already. I already saw some names. Torub Living. Preview day for me. All right, all right. There you go. Roger Randall, Mr. Roger Randall. They had an awesome stream yesterday. They had RD1 on yesterday, so that was pretty cool. Matt, Whiskey Wisdom. Freaking best live stream ever. Matt is the freaking man. Top tier thumbnail. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Show me the proof. What's up, man? How you been? Jeremy Dirks. What's up, brother? I got something coming your way, man. I think it's you. No, maybe not. I have to go and check. But I ran a little wheel for my Patreons, and it was either you or JL that won something. I have to check. Haven't put that video out yet, obviously. All right, we got Corn and Whiskey. What's up, brother? Long time no talk. No audio. You guys help me out with that one. Jeremy Dirks. All right, I think we got everybody. Big Vic. What's up, brother? And yeah, I think everybody rigged. Yes, rigged. It's always rigged. So we are doing some giveaways today. Thank you, everybody that's here already. Cheers to y'all. Let me know what you guys are drinking on tonight. Being that it's pre-Valentine's Day, being that it's Friday the 13th, what do you guys have in your glass? And cheers. That's pretty good. You know, I like their high rye bourbon. And if you don't know where this is from 7-3 Distilling. They're in Louisiana. I think they're right out of New Orleans. But that is a really good whiskey. I like what 7-3 is doing. So, yeah, cheers. So Matt is saying that he's drinking on some 1924. So, Matt, is that the brand new one? Is that the 2026 one? Is it the 25 one? Is it the 24 one? Which batch is that one? Cheers, y'all. All right. So we got some good stuff today. I'm going to go through some whiskey news. Not too much whiskey news, but more bottle releases, because a lot of stuff has been released, and I just captured a little bit of it to talk to you guys about it. We're going to do, obviously, our topic for tonight is a allocated sample blind battle. So I call this love him or hate him. So we're going to do allocated samples, and I'm going to go through them. I'm going to rank them, and we're going to see which ones get freaking kicked out. Like, I hate them. Maybe I won't be that harsh and be like, I freaking hate this, but we're going to be we're going to be talking about these samples. So, just a few of the samples that we have right now, because I might pull out some other ones. I don't know. It all depends how this night goes. If I go through them quickly, then maybe one or two more. But if not, then this will be it. So, first, I got an old Carter bourbon. So that is barrel strength KY4. And that came from Mr. Calvin B. Thank you so much, Calvin. We got a really cool bottle. Now, this is barrel bourbon full proof, limited to 300 bottles. That's interesting. So it's 11 years, a blend of bourbon ranging from 11 to 20 years old and 123 proof. That's from Mr. Dave V. Dave on the rocks. We have a 13th Colony 15th anniversary. So if you know me, you know that I freaking not too much of a fan of 13th Colony. So I wonder how this is going to do. Although I will tell you that the 15-year is probably my favorite one. And yes, I know everybody talks about, don't you like the double oaked? I think I'm one of the only people that think that the double oaked is it's meh. It's meh. Although a lot of people love it. So that's great. We have another Old Carter whiskey, American whiskey batch 15. And that was, again, from Mr. Dave V. The 13th Colony came from a local guy here. I forgot his name, but I won something from Frozen Iguanas. Shout out to Frozen Iguanas. That's a bourbon group here in the Central Florida area. That's an awesome name, by the way. Frozen Iguanas. That's freaking cool. Anyways, we have E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Batch 12. This is 131.1 by Mr. Keith P. So that's pretty cool. I have a batch 11. It's not open though. I have a batch 10, which I freaking love. But I will tell you that I've tasted some E.H. Taylor barrel proofs that I wasn't really too much of a fan of. So let's see how that one does. Then we got, this is a special one because this one came over from, I won a set. Damn, it's escaping the name right now, but I'll tell you guys who it is from in a little bit. But this is a Mayor Pingree Blue Label, 10-year, PX finish, 139.8 proof. Guys, you don't find these too often, especially at that age. They're more, let's say, limited, if you want to say that. So that's pretty freaking cool. And then lastly, I have a little bit of this Mr. Sam batch 3. Yeah. So obviously I already got into this Mr. Sam, but I did leave a little bit, maybe like half an ounce, to do something like this with, because I don't know about y'all, but it's hard as hell for me to even taste the Mr. Sam. And that was from a local member here with the North Tampa Bottle Club, Daniel. He gave me a full 1 ounce sample of Mr. Sam batch 3. And that was the only time that I've tasted Mr. Sam. And yeah, that's kind of limited. So we got a few to go through. Now, I'm not saying we're going through all of these, but these are the ones that we're going through. I might just pick and choose out of these. What do we have? 7? But I think we can hit them all. All right, so we got some giveaways. We definitely got some giveaways. So I'm giving away 3 samples. I don't know why I said it like that, but because it's only 2 giveaways. So I'm giving away 3 sample bottles of, I'll pick it. Maybe it'll be a Weller thing. Or maybe it'll be like an E.H. Taylor thing. So I'll give you batch 10, a single barrel, and then obviously the small batch. I don't know. We could talk about it. And then I'm also giving away a Early Times Bottled in Bond. And we'll get to that news in a second because the internet has spoken, and I'm already seeing some things out there. So we got to talk about that and tell you why. I guess that's a good giveaway. Yeah, let's talk about it in a second. But I see that Matt is drinking on the 2026. Awesome. So it is better than last year. Okay. Now you've almost convinced me to go and try to get one. And I like 1924. I just have two already. I have the 2024 one. I have two of those. And I have a 2025. And I'm just like, I don't need a 2026. But if you're saying it's better than last year, then I might have to look into that. We got Jeremy Dirk sipping on some Weller's Special Reserve. Jeff Castle, what's up, man? Thanks for getting on. James Coldwell, what's up, brother? Thanks for getting on, man. Appreciate you, brother. And Roger Randall. So, cheers. And then we're going to talk about the Tampa Bay Whiskey Riot. So we had an event here called Whiskey Riot. It's the Whiskey Riot Festival. And obviously they're all over the place, but it just happened here in Tampa, or it wasn't technically Tampa, it was St. Petersburg, but we'll kind of dissect that a little bit because I have a video coming out on that. So we'll talk about it a little bit. I'll let you guys know my thoughts. But let's get into this with some whiskey news. So give me 1 second. Huh. There we go. Okay, I guess it didn't save. Or maybe it did. Hold on 1 second, guys. Trying to see. All right, so we could do that, I guess. All right, this would be cool. So let me. Sorry, technology is hard. I know. It's hard. All right, so let's start with this whiskey news. All right, so all right, guys. So Willett, oh yes, Mr. Willett there. Give me 1 second. Let me put this over here, actually. So Willett is now distributing in different places. So they actually picked a spot there in I'm gonna stop sharing real quick, sorry. They actually picked a spot there in Ohio where they're always going to distribute at. So that's actually pretty freaking cool. It'd be great if Willett will be able to distribute in other places. Like I hardly see Willett Purple Tops, and I just put out a video on Willett today. And if you guys can go and see it, because they put out their small batch, right? And I put it up against a more expensive bottle. And it was interesting. So go and watch the video and you'll see, because basically I put them up against each other to see, is it actually even remotely good compared to everything else, like compared to these really expensive bottles. So go and watch that. But either way, Skurnik Wines and Spirits is going to be covering the distribution partnership in Ohio and Kentucky. So what they're saying is that it's going to strengthen the local market access and its portfolio. So let's see if that's only for Ohio and Kentucky, or if that's actually going to be a little bit better for us. I don't know. Might be. You never know. Lost Lantern. So I don't think I've no, I have had one Lost Lantern. So Lost Lantern is obviously a craft bottler, and now they secured $1 million in seed funding to support an expansion that they want to do with a major release now in 2026. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's cool to see like some of these I don't know, some of these smaller craft whiskey makers going in the right direction, right? Because everybody is scared that the whiskey market is kind of dying down and, oh, in a little bit, it's not going to be anywhere. These bottles aren't going to be worth anything, which is good, but it's also bad on the other hand. So it's cool to see something other than this whiskey retailer or this whiskey brand is getting out of business or they're not selling. So that's actually pretty cool. All right, so Frey Ranch. Frey Ranch is an interesting, I don't know, craft distiller. I want to say I'm not truly a fan of Frey Ranch, but you know, a lot of people do like it, and they just launched a new subscription program. It's called Harvest the Savings. So basically, what they're doing is that they're offering regular deliveries and discounts on their bourbon and rye lineup, and they're going to try to get more of this bourbon and this rye into the hands directly of consumers. So that's actually pretty cool. So if you are a fan of Frey Ranch, that's pretty cool for you to look into. Four Roses. Now, this one was probably one of the most interesting ones that I read because Four Roses was purchased for $775 million. Oh, yes, by Gallo or Gallo. In Spanish, I would read it as Gallo because there's double L's, but it could be Gallo Wines, right? And that's actually another good news because Four Roses, I mean, everybody knows Four Roses, but it being like 775 million, like it being it's selling for that is a step in the right direction of the whole whiskey industry. So that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, congrats Frey Ranch, congrats Four Roses, congrats Lost Lantern, and congrats Willet, because this is all really good news in a time where we're getting kind of bad news on the whole bourbon industry. Let me know what you guys think. I can't look at the chats right now because I got my two screens showing, but let me know what you guys think there in the chats. All right, so let's get into some whiskey releases because some good stuff has been getting released. Well, sort of, because this next one isn't really a release per se, but it's going to talk about some upcoming releases. So Booker's just named at least the first 3 releases of this year. And I don't think they've named the 4th one yet, but we have the Big Easy Batch coming out 2026-01. That should be hitting stores maybe in like the next month, or should be hitting stores already. I haven't seen it, or haven't seen anybody else do a review video on it or talk about it. So maybe it's not out yet, but if it's not out yet, it should be out soon because that's the first batch of the year. Then we have the Milkshake Batch. How many of y'all had that song, My Milkshake Brings Other Boys to the Yard, in your head as I said that? Every time I look at that picture or I want to say Milkshake Batch, that song keeps playing in my head. So that's 2026 -02. So that's the second batch. And then we have the Southern Thunder Batch with a picture of kind of like an old man with some things coming out of him. So maybe it's somebody's laughter. So it's interesting. I've always looked forward, every time I buy Booker's batch, I always look forward to seeing what it is that the story says about how they named it. So the Big Easy batch, I'm assuming that has something to do with New Orleans. Milkshake batch, I have no freaking idea. Maybe somebody liked milkshakes. And the Southern Thunder, I'm assuming that's somebody's laugh. So let's see. But those are the at least the first 3 of the Booker's batches. So everybody's favorite whiskey is back. Traveler by Buffalo Trace. Yes, it is back because it said, I am not going out without a fight. And I'm going to show you what I'm about. F this low proof version. I'm going to give you all of me. And it came out with a full proof. So, 120 proof. Who's lining up to try to get this? I'm actually going to be very transparent with you guys. I thought about pulling the trigger online. I'll wait for it to come out here locally, but I really thought about pulling the trigger online on a site, right? Do I really want to pay the extra $15 or $20, $25, whatever it is, to get it shipped to me? And I was like, no, I don't need that. But it was cheap, right? I think it was like 45 or something like that, 45, $50, maybe 60. I don't remember. But it wasn't like extravagantly expensive, right? But I don't know how many of y'all are lining up to do this, to get a Traveler whiskey at full proof. I don't know, guys. Maybe not too many of y'all, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe. And quite honestly, I don't think Traveler whiskey is bad. I just don't think it deserved the hype that it did at the beginning, just because it was Buffalo Trace. And I really think that it should be like 30 at the most, not 45 or 40, whatever it was when it first came out. I don't remember. Haven't bought a Traveler since it came out, so I don't know. So Michter's said saw what was it, Castle and Key, that put out that like 30-year, and they said hold my beer. So this isn't 30 years, right? But it's still an expensive bottle. Actually, it has barrels in it that ranges from 12 to more than 30 years old, right? This is bottled at 115.2 proof, and this is called the Celebration Sour Mash Whiskey. You guys want to guess what the price is on this? Yeah. $6,000 MSRP. So this is up there, y'all. I mean, obviously, I don't think it's as bad as like a 20-year Michter's bourbon, but yeah, it's still up there. So they've done this a couple of times. The first time that they did it was in 2013, and basically it's a particular blend of composed 7 barrels. So it's 4 straight rye whiskeys and 3 straight bourbons. And again, it's ranging from 12 to over 30 years. So it's interesting. Would like to actually taste that. So let's see. All right. So Green River, starting today, the Green River Full Proof Wheated Bourbon is going to be available. This is a mash bill of 70% corn, 21% wheat, and 9% malted barley mash bill. There's no age statement, but everybody seems to love the Green River Wheated. I don't think I've ever tasted it, but I'm not such a huge Green River fan, as you guys know. It's $50, so I actually do like the Green River Full Proof, the regular bourbon. So I might give this one a try. I really don't like the regular low proof Green River bourbon, but this one could be cool. So I don't know. I might give this one a try, guys. Let me know. Are you guys interested in this? So this is the one I'm more excited about. This one, guys. So if you don't know, and I'm little on the screen, so you guys can't really see, but I have an Evan Williams 2025 Kentucky Derby Festival Edition, and that is amazing. It came out as my number 3, I believe, on my 2025 top 10 whiskeys, and yesterday they released them in the Evan Williams experience there in Louisville. And I was so trying to get somebody to go and get one for me. I freaking love this bottles. I've tasted a few of them. I was able to buy that one last year and I freaking love it. I don't know if I'll be able to. I got a friend that's there right now that's might be able to get me one, but I don't know. So yeah, let's see if I'm able to get one of these. But this is about $110 MSRP. It's 108 proof. So this is the Evan Williams single barrel vintage, but it's more proof. So this one's at 108 proof. And in particularly this one is 10 years old. It looks pretty as hell with the little wax. Every year it's like different colors. It has a little pin on it. And then you get an extra like little Pegasus pin, which, you know, I don't really care for, but that's an amazing freaking bottle. So can't wait to get that. That's going to be pretty cool. Let's see if I can get one, but yeah, that's going to be so cool. So yeah, are you guys looking for that as well? Let me know. Comment in the chat there. All right, so some friends of the channel got amazing barrel pick. So Bourbon Legends, Chill Will, Roger Randall, Craig, they have a barrel pick with Old Glory Distillery, and it's called the Volunteer. Now, if you guys want to support, taste some really good whiskey, there is the Venmo where you can buy the pick from them. And if you want any more information, you could always reach out to Roger, to Craig, to Chill Will. But I'm hearing really good things about Old Glory Distilling. And then I know that all 3 of them have really good taste in whiskey. I mean, Craig freaking blends, allegedly, his own whiskey. And I trust Chill Will and Roger and their palate and their taste. So go and give it a try. This is really cool. And guys, you only have until February 27th, right? So I would definitely try to get this one. $87 shipped is a good price. Staying under the $100. And yeah, you help some great people out. You support a great channel, a great distillery, and you got something unique. That's pretty cool. I like the whole Volunteer. And Tennessee wheated whiskey, that is different because usually you get like a Tennessee bourbon or something like that. I don't think or maybe I'm just not thinking about a Tennessee wheated whiskey before that I've ever had. Willett, maybe? Is that Willett? Willett is in Kentucky, though. No, I'm thinking about what's it called? I was thinking about Dickel. Damn, how did I confuse Dickel with Willett? Either way, moving on. But I don't think I've ever seen a wheated whiskey from Tennessee. So that's definitely interesting. I'm gonna be getting myself one. So go and check them out. And then lastly, we have another friend of the channel because we have Mr. Old Fashioned Ways plus Doc himself with 2 barrel picks. So I actually started out with the Whiskey Tree Wheated Bourbon, double oaked, by the way, here. And he has 2 out. He sent me these, and I freaking loved the Calvados finish. That was my straight up favorite. The cognac was good as hell as well. And if you like cognac, you'll like that. The Calvados, I've never tasted a Calvados like that. I really liked it. But some really good whiskeys, also under $100. I mean, this is what else could I say? Some really good stuff. You'll get to support some really good people and some really good channels, and you get some good stuff. So I put the link there. If somebody has the link, you can put it in the chat. I'll also share it after this. I'll share both of them for you guys to get in contact with Bourbon Legends and Old Fashioned Waste Plus Plus. But you guys all know Doc, so you can get in contact with him there and talk to him about actually getting one of these. And that is it. That is our whiskey news and bottle report. Took a little longer than what I expected, but yeah. So we got that. Let me remove this. So yeah. So now we're going to get to the nitty gritty, y'all. Now we get to the nitty gritty. And we're going to talk about some samples, some sample giveaways. Which one should I start with? No, not sample giveaways, sorry. But we are going to do the giveaways, by the way. Actually, let me turn that on because I haven't turned that on. So it is a $5 entry. I don't know what that says charity, sorry. Let me change that. And, telling y'all, I've been away for a little while. This whole, I was used to doing a live stream every 2 weeks with Jason, and now that we've taken some time off and it's like been like maybe once a month, yeah, you get rusty. I'll tell you that. So Jason got some things going on, and he couldn't make it tonight. So yeah, it is what it is. On the last live stream, I said that we were going to give away a Crittendens. That was supposed to be last week. I couldn't make it last week, but so we had to change it to this week. But the Crittendens will be on the next live stream that we do together. So tonight, again, as I said, we're going to do 3 sample giveaways. One giveaway of 3 2-ounce samples. So you guys will get that. And then we're also giving away Early Times Bottled and Bond. Now, you would think, you're like, is that really a good giveaway? But apparently it is. So if you don't know, and I should have put this on Whiskey News, because this is definitely Whiskey News, Buffalo Trace, or Sazerac, has been putting out the new bottles of Early Times Bottled and Bond. I haven't gotten one, but I have seen some reviews out there, and hasn't been good. The reviews have not been good. And if you don't know, Sazerac bought Early Times Bottled and Bond a while back, but they were still using the old juice, right? I think they had it for like 4 years or whatever, 4 or 5 years, I don't remember. But eventually they were going to put their own juice in it. And now it is starting. So the great thing about Early Times Bottled and Bond, so if you don't know, the great thing about it is that it's 1 liter, right? It's really freaking good. Some people say that it's kind of like the same juice that's in King of Kentucky and all that stuff. Whatever. I just know that it's really good. The good thing about it also is that in my area, you can find it at $20, at $15. Shoot, you can find it at $25 as well, depending on where you go. So some places used to have it at $14. They kind of went up a little bit more. In other states, I've seen this for like $35, $40, $45. Now, people are freaking buying these up because of what Sazerac did. So Sazerac put their own juice out now. This is a 1 liter. They dropped it down to a 750. It's a different bottle. It kind of, to me, it kind of looks like a benchmark bottle. if I'm not mistaken, from like the pictures that I've seen or the videos that I've seen. It kind of looks like a benchmark bottle or like Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, which I hate that whiskey, but I deter. So same price. Now you're getting less because it's 750 instead of 1 liter. And apparently the juice is not that good. Again, I haven't tasted it, so I don't really know. But I will show you a picture. After I saw one of the videos, I went to my local Total Wine and I looked up on the shelf. Actually, let me share this with myself so that you guys can see it on the screen. Right. So I'll put it up here on the screen just so you guys can see it already. It has begun, y'all. It definitely has begun. True. Where is it? I just sent it to myself. Where is it? Yo, guys, I literally just sent it to myself so I could show you guys on here. Oh, there we go. It won't let me do it because it's a freaking. I hate when Apple does that, y'all. I freaking hate Apple for doing that. You ever know when you actually when you send yourself a picture or whatever, and then it gets into like this thing that like says like HEC or something like that? I don't know, but it pisses me off, and I'm just like, Apple, really? Why is this coming through as an HEC? Why not? Why aren't you guys making this JPG? Anyways, so let me share this with you guys. Let me see if you guys can see that. So, what do you guys see there? Gone. This thing would not move, y'all. This thing did not move. Nobody really bought Early Times Bottled Bond. And this is at Total Wine. Total Wine does sell it for $14 here. And you could get it all day, every day for $14 here. And yeah, no longer there. It is gone. It is gone. And then I had a few friends that went to other Total Wines. It was gone. And then I also passed by another store that that's called Party Liquors here. And you guessed it, it was gone. So people are buying these up already. I saw it on a Facebook page the other day. They were selling 3 of them for $190. 3 of them. If you do the math, that's like what, $60 each? Maybe a little bit over $60. Yeah, 60. Yeah, a little bit over $60. So people are buying them up now. It's crazy how it's like the thing with Henry McKenna happened, right? All the like Fred Minnick and some other influencers got there and said, this is the best freaking whiskey ever. Henry McKenna, like, you couldn't find it anywhere. Now it's happening with Early Times Bottled and Bond. Sazerac kind of did it to themselves, right? But now you have people not wanting to buy this new one, and they're buying the old ones because the new one came out. And apparently nobody likes the new one. So it's interesting. I want to keep following this to see if my local stores stock up. So the one that I'm giving away is actually one that I bought a long time ago. And people are like, you better hoard your Early Times Bottled and Bond. Yes, but yeah, I'm all right. And actually, I'm going to pour myself some of this Early Times Bottled and Bond right now because, it's I don't think I've had it in such a long time because I got it like behind stuff there. But it's a really good mixer. And it's a really good by itself. So cheers. That is good. That is really good. What is that? Barton juice, I believe. No, Brown Foreman juice. Sorry. So that's really good. So meaning that I guess you guys better start buying up your early times bottled and bond. Start stocking up on it because once the Sazerac one hits the shelves, you're gonna see all these flippers buying the older ones, or they're starting to buy the older ones already and reselling them. So it's starting now at 190 bucks or 65 bucks, let's say, per bottle. And it's only going to go up from there. So hate to do that FOMO for y'all, but I can only see where this is going. Anyways, all right. So let's get into this. Let me actually get 2 more glasses. So we're going to get into this, y'all. Okay, so we're going to do the first batch, the first 4. So I have 2 old Carters, the 13th Colony. So I'm going to do the 13th Colony, 15-year. I'm going to do the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. I'm going to do the Mr. Sam. And then you guys put there below. Should I do an old Carter KY4 bourbon, a barrel bourbon full proof limited 11-year, ranging from 11 to 20-year-old whiskeys, an old Carter American whiskey, batch 16, or a Mayor Pingree Blue Label 10-year PX finish. I kind of don't want to do that one because that one's finished, so I might leave that one out. But if you guys want me to, I guess I can do that also. The old Carter came from Mr. Calvin B. And then the other 2, the barrel and the other old Carter, came from Mr. Dave Vogelsang. So let me know. Oh, crap. You are more than welcome, Roger. Sorry, guys. I haven't been looking at the chat. Yes, there you go. Bourbon Legends. Go check out Bourbon Legends. Scott, what's up, brother? Thanks for getting on. Chill Will didn't say what up to you. What's up, man? Thanks for getting on. And Jeremy Dirks, thanks so much, brother. I appreciate you. Thanks so much, man. James, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you. Try to get an ETBIB tonight. Store sold out. Yeah, they are selling out. So I have heard. So here at Sam's Club, we get them. They're a little bit more expensive. I think they're like 22 or 25 bucks, something like that. So they're a little bit more expensive than the $14, $15 that you guys saw there. But I did hear that they have them at Sam's Club. So if Sam's Club sells liquor in your area, that might be the place to check. So thanks for the super chat, James. I appreciate you, brother. I think Barton started distilling their version of the early times in 2021, so it's like 4 or 5 years old. I guess the BF Blue Cap version was probably a little older. Yeah, I think it was definitely a little older. I don't know. People say that the Black Cap and the Blue Cap had like a lot of differences. I didn't see the difference, quite honestly. Yeah, they're both good, quite honestly, but Rob Rhodes, what's up, man? But I don't know. So I'm curious. I am gonna buy the new one once it hits my area, and I am definitely gonna put them up against each other. I think the bottle shop has people believing it's going to be bad before they even try it. I haven't seen anyone blind it yet. Yeah, I didn't these people SLB Drinks do a blind? I think they did, if I wasn't mistaken. I know Jason at the Mash and Drum didn't do it blind, but those are 2 different channels that did not like it. Calvin B, what's up, brother? I have your old Carter here. So thank you for that, man. Appreciate you. Old Carter KY4. So we might do that one. I have 10 bottles. Damn, Roger. Okay. Stocking up. I have at least one. Yeah. Like I have this one and I have one in there and I'm fine. So I bought this one a while back. I don't know what it was for, but whatever. Roger, you can still hand them mostly anywhere for $25. Yeah, and I'm sure in a lot of places you could still get them, but it's just gonna be like less and less and less. And maybe it won't be like these new I don't know, maybe it won't be like what happened to the black caps, right? Bell Mead. Bell Mead, you could go and still get them when they first said that they were gonna get rid of Bell Mead and go to like Nelson Brothers or whatever the hell. You could still get them at the store. It took a little while before you could even find them, right? Before you couldn't find them, I mean. And now they're rare to find, and now they're a little bit more expensive. I love Bell Mead, by the way. SOB, just opened them and tried them. No blind. Ah, okay. Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that's it. So, nobody blinded them. They just didn't like them. I don't know. All right, guys. So, you guys put there Old Carter, American Whiskey, batch 15. Old Carter, Barrel Strength Bourbon, KY4, or Barrel Bourbon, Full Proof, Limited, 11 to 20-year-old bourbon. Yeah, 11 to 20 years old proof. I guess the youngest years is 11 years. Let me know. Now, I did want to do another one because Mr. Randall Erickson sent me this Woodford Reserve Chocolate Redux. So I wanted to put that up, but it's the whole finish thing. I'm sure I'm going to know, what it is, right? Cheers. All right, if y'all don't make a pick, I'm going to pick pretty soon. Just put OCW, which is whiskey, Old CB, which is bourbon, or BBFP, maybe, for barrel bourbon full proof. I don't know. While you guys do that, I'm going to start pouring these out. So we got the 13th Colony 15th anniversary. And that is going to be... I didn't plan that one good. That should have been C. That's D. So we're going to put that in D, or I already put that in D. We got the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Let's do that one in B. This is Barrel Proof. Ooh, perfect. This one came from Mr. Keefe to the P. Thank you, brother. And thank you. I think his name was Adam from Frozen Iguanas. So thank you, Adam. He doesn't watch my channel, but. So Daniel from North Tampa Bottle Club gave me this Mr. Sam. So Mr. Sam batch 3. Damn. That's probably the littlest one, but it actually matches every one. So that's it. No more Mr. Sam. No more Mr. Sam. And that's going to be in letter C. Now, what do y'all think? Which one are we going to put in letter A? Hey, thank you so much, Henry Hickey. Appreciate you. Thanks so much for that. Again, guys, it's going to be 3 samples, 3 2-ounce samples that you're going to get. And we could talk about it. We could either do a Weller, like Little Rainbow, or we can do a E.H. Taylor expression. So you'll get a barrel proof, a single barrel, and then the small batch. We can do something like that. Yeah, we can do that. I was going to say something else, but I don't think we have 3 of those. All right. And then nobody picked any, so I guess I'll go with the Old Carter. I want to go with the Old Carter bourbon, but I might just do the full proof barrel bourbon because it's limited. So it says it's been limited to only 300 bottles and it's 11 to 20 years old. So I'm very intrigued on this one. So in my little promotion earlier today, I put two. I put 1, 2, 3. I didn't think I was going to do a fourth one, but yeah, we'll throw in the fourth one. So judging by that, the 2 is the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. A bunch of people said that they're going with number 2. So yeah. Let's see. All right, so let me take a picture of this so I know which one is which. Because I'm gonna shake them up now. A, C, B, D. All right. Perfect. We got the little solo blind here. Have you guys tried to get this thing? I was lucky enough to get one. Like they like limited release it because it's literally one guy that like makes them in his kitchen. But I think it's pretty cool. I'm just surprised that this took so long for somebody to make. It's like, damn it, Carlos, why didn't you make this? Right? Whiskey Noobs, yes. Hey, what's up, man? Bourbon Nut, what's up? So he has one. Whiskey Noobs. That is who makes it. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna put these in there. And I know I come with my own sound effects, y'all. All right. If you don't know what this is, it's basically a turntable, a lazy Susan, if you will, for whiskey, and it's pretty cool. You put it in there, cover it up, and then you spin it. My only issue with it is that mine came a little bit broken, so I had to like kind of glue this back on, but this little tab came off. I was a little pissed off at that, but it's been working so far once I did it. All right, so 1, 2, and 3 for good luck. Boom. So let's see. So I'm going to call this Love Him or Hate Him. All right. So I have to pick one that I hate. Have to. Even though if I don't hate it. So my lowest one is going to be the one that I hate. My favorite one is going to be one that I love. Obviously, my highest rated one or my number one. The two in between are kind of card. It's going to be one that I like and one that have you guys ever played the game F, Marry, Kill, right? So I don't want to go that route, right? But the third place one, I guess, would be one that I kind of dislike. I guess we'll do that, right? So we got love it, like it, dislike, hate it. Have to pick one of these 4 for one of these 4, basically. One of those 4 for one of these 4, right? So you guys can't see it right now, but it's obviously 1, 2, 3, 4 in a circle. We're going to go just like that. So I'm going to go through it like the hand of a clock. So the one on the top, or the 12 hand, is my number 1. The number 2 is the 3 hand. 6 hand is number 3. And the 4th one is going to be the 9 hand. All right, pretty easy, right? And again, even if I don't want to, I have to pick one that I dislike and one that I hate. Pretty cool, right? All right. Which ones do you guys think is going to come up as the hated one? let me know. I don't know which one, so I don't know. I'm a little afraid to do this, but hey, it is what it is. So the pores again. Hey, Michael, thanks for getting on, brother. I appreciate you. So the pores again, and I will put him here. Let me take a picture for y'all, and then you guys will be able to tell. Do do do. Ooh. All right. So that you guys can see, these are the pores. So we're gonna do this. Ta-ta. Nope, that doesn't work. Remove that. Yeah, maybe do this. Yeah, add to stage. There you go. Cool. So there you guys see. I don't know if you guys could really see it, but we have 13th colony, 15th anniversary, 139.2 proof. We have Mr. Sam batch 3, which is 129.8 proof. We have E.H. Taylor barrel proof, batch 12, 131 proof, and then this barrel bourbon. It doesn't say the proof there, but it is, oh no, it does say the proof there, 123 proof. So yeah, let's see what's happening there with these four. I don't know. Try to listen while working secondary. Shoplifters. Yeah. That sucks, man. Well, I appreciate you getting on, man. Freaking shoplifters, man. But thanks for getting on, Michael. Appreciate you, brother. All right, let me take that off. All right, cool. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to start with my number 1. Cheers. This tastes like very corny. Corny. I got a stuffy nose now. I don't know why. Hold on one second. Let me turn off this fan. Let me put this here so I don't see the letter. For some reason now I have a stuffy nose. I can still kind of smell. All right, so I'm getting a little bit of caramel, a little bit of vanilla. It smells more like corn, like very corn forward. Carlos, either your audio is stuffy or you're getting sick. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But can you guys actually hear me good? Hey, what's up, Sydney? Appreciate you getting on. TGIF. Yeah. I think I am getting sick. I don't know. Or stuffy. One of them. All right. All right. So you guys can't hear me good. Oh, but you guys hear me stuffy. Yeah. I don't know. I can't do anything about that, y'all. Smells like bourbon. No, but it does smell like corn forward. It smells like vanilla. You get a little tiny bit of oak. You're getting some, I don't know, you are getting a little bit of vanilla, but it's not like a vanilla bean. It's more like a vanilla extract. Cheers. We're going to go for it. That one hit hard. That one is clearing up my my stuffy nose, quite honestly. That one hit a little hard. So you're almost getting like a cherry cola. You guys, it really like cleared up my nose. I'm about to have some hazmat over here after all this so I could clear my nose. Or maybe I should have it now. I don't know. Yeah. It's like a cherry cola. You got some caramel. You got more of that core. Let me go in for another one. Cheers. There's like there's a little bit of like maple syrup mixed with like dark fruits. So that's pretty good. I like that one. That one is really good. It was surprising because at the beginning it was like boom. And that went through pretty good. So while I'm doing this, I wanted to talk to y'all about the original thought of this live stream was going to be kind of more like Valentine's Day focused, and it was going to be more on the how can you get your partner, in my case, my wife, to start liking whiskey. And I was going to give you guys a few tidbits. Decided against that, but thought it would be a good start to a discussion. So one, does your wife or husband or whatever, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, like whiskey with you? And two, if they don't, what are some ways that you would get them into liking whiskey? I have some thoughts on it myself, but would like to hear you guys. Would like to see what you guys think. So we got the second one here. Cheers. But first, no, sorry. This one's more dusty. You're getting some leather in there. Still get a little corn, but it's very minuscule. This one compared to the first one, this one is very like lightweight, I want to say. Might be a lower proof one. Whatever lower proof on these are. Cheers. That one shocked me a little bit on the taste because that one came through like that one came through a little stronger than what the nose gave off, but it's still, I don't know, it was pretty good. You still get like a little bit of like dark fruits and like maybe a cherry wood type of taste. You get some more brown sugar and not really like caramel, but maybe like creme brulee, like the crust of a creme brulee type of thing. But it's not sweet. It's more on the dustier end, if that makes sense. I don't know. Cheers. It has like an older whiskey type of note to it, which is pretty cool, right? I like that. I like that. All right, I'm gonna go with the third one, or the one in the sixth hand. Let's go in for it. So nobody is letting me know, like, what do you guys? How would you guys get your significant other into whiskey? Or if they are in whiskey, let me know how. Like, how did they always like whiskey? Did you introduce them into whiskey? So let me know there. So Sydney said, "What's up, Sydney? My wife likes that I like whiskey, but she will sip tequila with me. I'm just getting into tequila, and so far she likes it." Okay, cool. So my wife is also into tequila. She's into rum and tequila, but quite honestly, the only rum that she really likes is Bacardi rum because she likes Bacardi coconut rum or whatever. But she does like tequila, but she likes more tequila cocktails, right? But I try to get her into whiskey, and I'll tell you guys in a second what I've kind of done, right? But that was cool. Thanks, Sydney. Appreciate that. Then we got the bourbon nut. My wife enjoys a pour on a sphere. Okay. She started with old fashions, then moved to some lighter, neat pours like Baby Saz. Now she likes Penelope Rose cask. You know, I haven't gotten my wife to taste Penelope Rose cask. That might be a good way to go. I like that. Thanks, bourbon nut. And that's really cool. Like you start her out with some ice, then cocktail, like with the cocktails, maybe some like you introduce some like Baby Saz in there, and then a Penelope Rose to go like that wine type of finish. That's cool. I like that. Thank you. Calvin B, what's up, brother? I wish I knew how to get my wife into this because she doesn't like it unless in a cocktail. Okay, so your wife is kind of like mine. My wife does not like whiskey. And thanks for commenting on that comment. I appreciate it, man. So yeah, my wife is the same way. She does not like whiskey, but she likes the fact that I like whiskey, and she has tried it. My wife, she makes fun of me with the whole little, oh, this tastes like raisins and whatever, because she doesn't taste it, and she's just like, you guys are funny with your little tastes and whatever. So she does make fun of that. But what I did is kind of like what Bourbon Nut did. She still doesn't like whiskey, but there are one or two that she will like, that she will drink, and at least she'll drink some whiskey cocktails. She'll drink a whiskey sour. She's had some old fashions that she likes, and then she likes like a Gold Rush with that lemon and honey type of thing. So she does like those, and because she likes sweet cocktails. And then when we were out in the pool in the summer, she would I got her Von Payne Black. Now, Von Payne Black is a special type of whiskey because it's a black currant whiskey. So it's kind of like a little bit on the more cocktail side. So you put that over some ice, and she likes it. She really likes it, like over some ice, because she said it kind of reminds her of a cocktail. So I have given her that. And then most recently, I put Woodford Double Oaked in one of her cocktails, and she freaking loved it. So little by little, I'm getting her into it. I don't think I'm going to get her into it completely, but little by little, she'll start liking more whiskey. I don't think she's going to be like me, where she's going to be drinking it neat. She likes tequila. So that's where she's at. And to be honest, she doesn't drink tequila straight, right? She might take a shot here and there, but if we're like at a party or between friends or whatever, but her thing is cocktails with tequila. She likes that. So we got this one. So let me smell it real quick. The stuffy nose is back. I have to pour myself some hazmat over there. I don't know. All right, so this one's a little bit more, it's giving me like it is bad to say, like newspaper type of smell. Have you guys ever crumbled up a newspaper and that smell, or like one of those magazines that come in the newspaper, crumbled it up and that smell? Almost like a print smell. I don't know. I'm weird. Some graham crackers, some dusty cherries, and some oak. Let's go in for a taste. Cheers. This one hits hard. Not proofier, like it lets you know it's there. Again, it's this one is also clearing up my stuffy nose. That's cool. So let me go in for a smell now. Okay, maybe just chairs is what I'm getting differently now. Yeah, so I'm getting like a cherry syrup in the back. This is like more of a corn and vanilla and like brown sugar type of thing, a little bit of oak. And if you're new here, what we're doing is that I'm doing through right now, four allocated or hard to find samples that friends of the channel sent me. We got Mr. Sam Batch 3, Barrel Bourbon, Full Proof, 11 to 20 years old, limited edition, E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Batch 12, and 13th Colony 15th anniversary. So that's what we're doing right now. I like this nose. I think my favorite noses so far has been number 1 and this one, number 3. Cheers. I like that one. That one might be my favorite. I think, again, not just on the nose, but also on the palate, between 1 and 2 are my favorites right now. So I don't know what that says about the other ones. So Scott says my wife is a wine drinker unless it's Michter's toasted sour mash. Oh, damn! So you got her into Michter's toasted sour mash. That's cool, and that's the lower proof one, right? Yeah, I think that's like 90-ish proof, so that's cool. I like that. So my wife is also a wine drinker, by the way. She likes I don't know if there's Cooper's Hawk everywhere, but she's like a wine club member of Cooper's Hawk. So yeah, she's into wine, but she's into more sweet wine. She likes the sweet stuff, just like the cocktails. Oh, so 86 proof. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was maybe the 80s, but then I know there was one that could have been 90. I think that might be the toasted bourbon though. But yeah, that's really cool, man. Thanks for chiming in, letting me know. Calvin, you are in Greensboro and Bourbon Nut, you're in Charlotte area. So I'm trying to get back up to Southern Distilling. So I don't know how far you guys are from there, but maybe we can do a little meetup there because I've been talking with Pete from Southern Distilling. We might do a barrel pick here with the North Tampa Bottle Club. And I met him at the Bruzo Distillery Takeover. Really cool dude. We're going to have him on the channel. So maybe next time I go up there, we could meet up there. Next time I go to North Carolina, quite honestly, I want to go back to Southern Distilling. And I want to go to Old Rally. Rally? I don't know. People say I can't say the name. You guys know what I mean. But yeah, Old Rally. I heard that's a really good place. And there was a friend of the channel that sent me a freaking bottle, like a cigar batch bottle, and it is really good. So I like what Old Rally puts out. Miss Schneider 44, what's up? Thanks for getting on. Tried several times, not going to happen. Wife only likes sweet wine and margaritas. Yeah, I mean your wife is like mine. I mean she likes sweet wine. She likes margaritas, but she likes other drinks with tequila. She likes tequila drinks that are sweet. That's what she likes. So yeah, our wives are the same. So yeah, or M. Schneider. Sorry, I said Miss Schneider. M. Schneider. Sorry about that. So yeah, I don't think mine is going to get full-fledged into whiskey either. Quite honestly, I've lost that hope, but at least I got her into little stuff like that. Like I think getting her to vodka was I guess it was a win, right? Sydney, my wife does enjoy apple crowd Sprite, a splash of Craig grape. Hey, that's a good idea, Sydney. I like that idea. So I don't have an apple crown, but I have a blackberry one, and I heard the blackberry one is good with like ginger ale or Sprite. So maybe when the summer rolls back around here, and it gets to like 100 and something degrees outside and very freaking humid, and we're outside in our patio, maybe she will drink that with some on some ice. So that's a good idea. I might try that. I got that blackberry crown when nobody could find it. There was a store here that had it for like $20 or $25, whatever it was. And I got it just because everybody was going crazy for it. And I haven't opened it. It's still in the box over there, and I'm looking at it. Yeah. 86 proof. Love that. Oh, it's an hour from me. All right, bourbon nut. Well, let's stay in contact, man, because that would be cool. And Calvin, that would be cool as well, dude. To meet up with you guys, maybe some other people. Southern Grace Distillery also. They make Conviction, right? Is that Southern Grace? Could be. I've never been to Southern Grace. I don't even know where in North Carolina they're at. So that'd be cool as well. But is it Conviction? Is that what they make? Is that what Southern Grace makes? Cheers. Hey, what's up, Thomas? Thanks for getting on, brother. Thanks for getting here, man. Happy Friday the 13th. Good call. All right. Yep, Conviction. Okay, cool. All right, nice. Yeah, I've never been there. And there's a guy here in Orlando, what's his name? Brad's Bourbon Reviews, that he has like a few picks with them. So he always talks about them. And then I know SLB Drinks, I think, just put a barrel pick together today, or they just dropped a barrel pick there with Southern Grace. And that's how I knew I put two and two together, because the bottle said Conviction on it. I was like, oh, that's Conviction. Okay, because I always see the bottles, but I didn't know that it was Southern Grace. All right, so now I'm on my fourth one. So let's go in, or the one on the 9 hand. Let's go in for a nose and a taste. So this one is totally different on the smell than the other two. This one is more like vibrant, fruity. I'm getting like apples. I'm getting freaking cherries, blackberries, grapes. Totally different than the other three. On the nose alone, this is probably my favorite one. Yeah, let's go in for a taste. Cheers. I am digging that one. This might be my loved one. So first off, this one, like freaking, like, you ever seen those cartoons when you're like, when they get their mouth so dry that they're like the lips just go dry? That's almost what happened right now. But after that, then you get like sharp cherries. You get like some freaking caramel wood. You get some vanilla bean. Like, this might be the one I love, quite honestly. Yeah, pucker factor. There you go, Corner Whiskey. Pucker factor. Hell yeah. That's basically what it was. Keith P is here. What up, Keith P? Cheers, brother. I have one of yours here. I have one of yours, Calvin, that I haven't gone to yet. I have one of yours here, Keith. Is the E.H. Taylor barrel proof, batch 12. But thanks for joining on, man. Appreciate you. Yep, I know. I'm trying to connect with him next time he is here. Oh, cool. With Brad's Bourbon Reviews. That's cool, man. I've been trying to connect with him for a little while now. I guess we just miss each other all the time. Because when I'm in Orlando, I guess he's not available. And I think he's been here in Tampa like 1 or 2 times. But we just haven't been able to connect. And so Thomas picked up an Old Louisville and weeded bottles tonight. First time in Michigan, selling out fast in a few days. Oh, nice, man. So which Old Louisville is that one? And weeded bottles. First time in Michigan, it's selling out fast in a few days. They have it available. Oh, damn. Okay. Is that Old Louisville's weeded bottles, you're saying? I tasted an old Louisville 10 year, and that freaking thing was amazing. That was probably the best old Louisville that I've had. Because some of them, there's a store here that has really, unless the bottle club does the pick with them, the picks are kind of like hit or miss, quite honestly. So I don't know. It's a little weird because I'm like, who is picking these barrels, or these picks? But whatever. I want to try the conviction single ball. All right, yeah, I want to try. I haven't had any conviction, quite honestly. Actually, I'm wrong. I do have one here that I believe Randall Erickson sent me. There's a conviction double oaked 1929. So I haven't tried it yet, but I do have one here. Pucker Factor, cheers. Rye Day the 13th. Ah, I love that. That's awesome. Several different rye bottles being consumed tonight. Nice, man. I love that. Rye Day the 14th. So it's an 8-year weeded. Nice. Bourbon Dud. All right. All right. So I'm really about to go get some hazmat. I don't know. You guys put this. Should I do ASW syncopation or a special Barton 13-year sherry finished? Is it sherry finished? It's finished as something. Which one should I do? They're both hazmat. The syncopation is just a bourbon with Bloody Butcher corn from ASW, and the other one is a Barton 13-year from. Well, it's not from. It's not from. What's the distillery? Storytime. It's not from Storytime, but Shane was able to secure that bottle for me. Let's say. Cheers. It still has that pucker factor. You called that, man. Bourbon nut. You freaking called that. Oh no, sorry, not bourbon nut. Corn and whiskey. You called that. I'm gonna use that now. Please don't copyright it. I really like that one. But now I'm gonna have to go through the other three. So now I know what 4 feels like. And quite honestly, right now, 4 is the one that I love. Love, love, love 4. I don't know what it could be though. Let me go back to number 1. And actually, I'm gonna get a little bit of water. All right, ASW it is. Nice. And that one's like a cherry vanilla now to me. That one's good. I like number 1. Let me go with number 2 now. Ooh, the nose on this is really good now. Cheers. That one's really good too, but compared to the last 2, so number 4 and number 1, that one right now is on the docket as hate, the hated one. I have to pick one that I have to hate. And that one right now is the hate one. I want to say 4 is love, 2 is like. 4 is love, 1 is like, 2 is hate as of right now. Which one do I dislike? That is also the question. Cheers. Huh. So I might hate number 3. I mean, number 2. Sorry. All right. So definitely 4 and 1 are going to be love and like. I'm going to have to see which one I like more. Uh, and then these 2 and 3 are going to be hate and dislike. After I tasted 3, that might be the hate one. Let me see. Okay. So I made up my mind with those. 3 is going to be hate. 2 is going to be dislike. If you're just joining on, we are going a allocated limited bottle blind. What I call love him or hate him. I have to pick one that I love, one that I like, one that I dislike, and one that I hate. No and ifs or buts. Everybody has to have a place. So, yeah. We also have a $5 entry giveaway. Super Chat, Venmo, or PayPal. And that is for an early time bottled and bond bottle, full bottle, 1 liter, starting to get very hard to find, let's say. And another giveaway for 3 2-ounce samples of, for right now, let's do, I don't know, what do you guys want? Would you guys like a sample pack of the EH Taylors? So it'll be small batch, single barrel, and a barrel proof. So those will be a 3. Would you like a Weller Rainbow, which I could do antique, Weller 12, and a full proof? Or I can do some ASW stuff. So there'll be syncopation, one of the encores, maybe the cigar batch, and I don't know, one of the other ones, maybe a Georgia Heart. Oh, the Riddler. I can do the Riddler. The Riddler is awesome. But I don't know. You guys pick. Let me see what you guys would like. Okay. So I picked that. Now I got to pick which one I love and like. Let me see. That one is good, man. I really like that one. Let me go with this one. Cheers. Damn, that is hard. The reason that I think it's hard is because they're both really good. So I think I know what number 1 is. It really has a really big, like, cherry grapish flavor, and I think that's the EH Taylor, but I don't know what number 4 is. But number 4 is really freaking good. So it's hard. Like, and this is me assuming that number 1 is EH Taylor. Just by the EH Taylors that I've tasted in the past. That's what I'm thinking. So Henry says ASW. Okay, so we can do an ASW for the sample bottles. So Thomas is saying the Penelope 17-year is a great bottle. 17-year Penelope? Damn. Haven't had too many hazmat. The Penelope 17-year. Oh, the light whiskey. Okay. I forgot about the light whiskey. That is good, actually. It is really good. Sipping on a bottle most people never heard of. 2 James Spirits Catcher's Rye, finished in vermouth barrels. Huh. That sounds unique. Distilled in Detroit. I can tell you right now, I've never heard of 2 James Spirits Catcher's Rye, finished. Huh. Yeah, I've never heard of that. My fave hazmat I have right now is the Southern Collective Spirits NDP. Okay. Called the Boogeyman. I love that. Damn. I might take that for one of our picks for the North Tampa Bottle Club. That's really cool. The Boogeyman. I like that name. That's awesome, man. Thanks for sharing. Keith P. So are we in agreement? Everybody who's donating, would you guys like the ASW pack then? Because I could do that. All right. I'm going to have to do this again. All right. Here we go. Love is number 4. Like is number 1. Dislike is number 2. Hate is number 3. That's it. That is it. Oh, Thomas also said ASW. Okay. So boom, 2 ASWs. The people have spoken. All right. So let's see. We've picked the 4. Love him or hate him. Which one is my hate sample? B. I forgot which one B is. Let me see. I took a picture of it. That's why I took a picture of it, because I'm like, I'm going to forget. All right, here we go. Oh my God. Guys, that's crazy. All right, well, I mean, let me take that off. I mean, I could just send it and put it there, but why? All right, so E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof is the one I hated. Well, I didn't really hate it. I have to pick one that I'm going to hate, that I have to put in the hate category, and that's going to be the one. So, yeah. Damn, I really thought number 1 was E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Huh, now I'm all like messed up here. What the hell? Okay, so that was a bit of a surprise. That was very surprising. Oh, damn. Okay. My disliked. A. Which one's A? My disliked is, oh, it's the barrel. It is the barrel bourbon. That one right there. It is the barrel bourbon full proof 11 to 20 years blend, 11 to 20-year-old blend, 123 proof. This one was actually pretty good. Actually, they're all really good, by the way. So don't let the love, dislike, hate confuse you. These are all really good. I would freaking drink these like crazy, all of these. But with that said, like I said, I have to pick one for one of them, for each of them. So that's just what it is. While we're finishing up here, guys, if you want to get in on the giveaway, $5 super chat, Venmo, or PayPal. Haven't checked the Venmos or the PayPals yet, but I've seen the super chats. So if you want to get in on it, that's what it is. Early Times Bottled and Bond full bottle, and the 3 2-ounce samples of, I guess, ASW. So yeah, ASW special ones, by the way. So yeah. Now I am curious to see which one is like and which one is hate. I mean, like and which one is love. So we're going to go and see both of them. This one is number 1. This one is number 4. C and D. So D was the one that I loved. Let's go back. D is... I mean, that's no surprise because I told you guys that I'm not a fan of this distillery, but I really like this one. So D was the 13th Colony, 15 year. Yeah. I think that's the only 13th Colony that I really, really freaking like, which makes the like one the Mr. Sam Batch 3. And that is surprising because I think the first time that I've had this, I wasn't really a fan. I was like, why are people going so crazy over this? But this one was good in a blind, I guess. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. That is crazy, y'all. I didn't think I was gonna pick the E.H. Taylor for last, and that happened. Yeah, that happened like that. All right, let me get a hazmat. So you guys said syncopation. So let's pull out the syncopation. So we have, let me stand up here. We have the syncopation. And I believe this is one of the first batches, if I'm not mistaken, or the second batch. I don't know what batch they're on right now. Cheers. Sorry, Keith. Yeah, sorry, Keith, man. I still really like yours. It just came out last with the other picks. But I still really like it. So this one was given to me by Wit. And if you guys don't know, Wit is the distiller, one of the distillers. He's not the master distiller, but he's one of the main distillers at ASW. He signed it. Syncopation was one of his babies. He saw like all the other distilleries doing hazmats, and he wanted to put a hazmat together, but he wanted to do it differently. So what he did is that he put Bloody Butcher corn. He started messing around, fiddling. He started fiddling with that grain, and he got it to a point where he really liked it. He said, "This is ready to be pulled out, to be put out," and he was able to make it hazmat. So that is basically the story of syncopation. So when I first went to ASW, he had this bottle for me. He signed it, and this was a gift from his personal collection. So Wit is an awesome dude. We had him on the channel last year, and hopefully we can have him again this year. Syncopation is so freaking good, guys. Some people like it, some people don't. I will say it is a little bit more grainy. So some people mix up graininess with young. So is this young? I want to say this is like 5 to 6 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not really young. But actually it's 4 years old. It says at least 3 to 4 years old. But it's not young, but it's still like it only tastes a little bit grainy because of that Bloody Butcher corn. But I really like it. Now, I will say, I did have one that was a single barrel, because they do single barrels of this syncopation. And I had a single barrel from a liquor store, and I really didn't like it. I did not. I will tell you that right now. So if you buy the off-the-shelfer, the one that they have at the tasting room or at the distillery, I would recommend that, because that is one that Wit put together. When you do the liquor store ones, I would definitely try before you buy it. So, cheers. That is good. That is freaking good, y'all. So, we're about to start the giveaway soon. But when I'm putting all of that together, I want to talk to you guys about the Whiskey Festival. We had the Tampa Bay Whiskey Riot here in Tampa, and it was a good event. It was the first time that I went, because here's the thing with me, and in this area in general. So we have a lot of bottle shares here. Like, we have a lot of groups, right? So I'm part of the North Tampa Bottle Club. I'm part of the Tampa Bay Whiskey Society. I'm part of the Lakeland Whiskey Society. I'm part of Frozen Iguanas. I'm part of Bourbon Lovers of Pasco County. I'm part of the Florida Whiskey Society. So there's a lot of like whiskey groups here that have shares. The most shares come from the North Tampa Bottle Club because we literally have a share like every 2 weeks, it seems like. So at these shares, everybody brings some really good stuff. Some people, I try to bring some more single barrels and stuff that people might not taste all the time. But there's a lot of people that bring there's some people that bring, hey, what's up, Doc? Cheers, brother. Hope you're feeling good. Hope everything went well. Thank you for getting on, man. And have a good night, man. You better go to bed. I guess Doc drank a lot. So what I was saying was that we have a lot of bottle shares here, especially with the North Tampa Bottle Club. So if you guys ever come to Tampa, let me know because it'd be good to it was like a hair. It'd be good to plan it around like one of the bottle shares. So I could take you to the bottle share and you can taste some really good stuff because we were talking about this the other day. The other day we had our invitational, and I'll show you some pictures from that. At this invitational, we had some really freaking good bottles. So there was an entrance fee in your bottle. So your bottle had to be priced at least at secondary for $600. So there was a lot of really good bottles there. So yeah, it was an event, to tell you the truth, and it was, I don't know how else to explain it, but it was freaking awesome. There were B-Tacs, there were Willet Purple Tops, there was Pappies, there was all kinds of stuff, right? So yeah, it was really good. I'm trying to send it to me so you guys can see these pictures. I hate when it sends it like this, but whatever. I'll try to open it up. So look at this, guys. So this was the invitational. These were some of the main bottles. There were some bottles that you guys can't see that were on another table. The host was the one that had those bottles, but there was a Michter's 20. There was a crap load of like purple tops, but right off of this picture, you could see like what we're kind of like spoiled with here with these groups, right? Because this group was mainly North Tampa Bottle Club members. But again, like I said, it was an invitational, and your entrance fee was a secondary valued $600 bottle, right? So I took my William LaRue Weller, which is obviously more than $600 on the secondary, but they had people there with old Randolph 16, like Colonel Randolph 16. They got the Parker's Heritage. You guys see a whole bunch of like Old Forester, some 13th Colony, both the Double Oak and some other stuff. They had the Jack Daniel's Tenured Hill Rye. You see a lot of B-Tacs. You see the Van Winkles, the Dusties with the Old Forester, the Wild Turkey, the Stags, the Old Fitz, and then some stuff in the back. Like you do see the Michter's 20 behind there. So it's just like it, we are spoiled. All of that to say that when there's let me show you some more pictures. So This was some Willets that were there. This was the Van Winkles. You got the 10, the 15, and the 20. And then lastly, you got all these BTACs. So we had 3 different William LaRue Wellers, which was the 22, the 23, and the 24. We had 2 different George T. Staggs, which was the 24 and the 25. We had a Sazerac 18, I believe that was a 24, and a Thomas H. Handy, I believe that was a 25. It could have been a 24, though. So what I'm saying is that we are spoiled here. We're spoiled. I am the first one to say that. We are spoiled because of these bottle shares. So all of that to say, when you go to these whiskey festivals, they just don't match the bottle shares, right? So with that said, my highlights from the Tampa Bay Whiskey Riot Festival is more of the brands that I really don't see here, or the new stuff for brands that we're bringing stuff out here. So I don't have a video or something. I'm making a video, and that's going to be put out next week on my experience with that. But I will tell you right off the bat, Heaven Hill was there, but they really had nothing that I really cared about. Redwood Empire brought out their new Toasted Pipe Dream. That looked amazing. Old Dominic brought out an 8-year in the cast strength. And here in Florida, we don't get Old Dominic, right? So that's new for us. Excuse me. Then we had Penelope putting out like a root beer barrel, and that was different. We had Bardstown with the Cathedral. They had it there. They had some of the other ones like the Ferran. They had like a little cocktail. We had Rebel. Oh, the Rebel was actually the one that had the root beer barrel bourbon. We had Penelope with some stuff. And then Dark Arts like freaking showed up. They had a whole bunch of really good stuff. Sealbox. So I shared a table. So I was there with ASW. I shared a table with Sealbox. So shout out to Jeff at Pour and Prosper. He is an amazing dude, and he helps us get ASW down here in Florida. He also helps Dark Arts get down here in Florida and Sealbox. So he was there with Sealbox. He had the Sealbox 15. He had the Sealbox Rathskeller, which I never freaking heard of, but it was like a 13, a 16, and an 18-year blend or some crap like that. It was freaking amazing. He had all of those Sealbacks, and he actually donated to the channel or to my whiskey collection this Sealbox Humidor blend, which I tasted there, and I really liked it. But that's really cool. But yeah, it was good because of that. It wasn't good because of, like, you're not going to find allocated bottles there, right? You're not going to find anything like, oh my God, like a Pappy, or you're not, right? And if you go for that, then you're going to be disappointed, right? But the cool thing is getting to try different craft distilleries or new distilleries like Castle and Key was there. Not that I care about Castle and Key. What's it called? What's that freaking thing called? Boondocks was there. I already said Redwood Empire. There were some other ones that were there. Then they had some whiskeys, some Scotch whiskey. So that was really cool too. But either way, it was a good event. But you just got to know what to expect, right? So it's going to be cool. We'll look out for the video. It's going to be put out this coming week. And yeah, it's going to be cool, y'all. You guys are going to like it. But yeah, it was cool to be there with ASW. hopefully I can. They're coming again to the area, but they're going to Orlando. Um, in in I believe May. So I hope to do that one as well. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. But all right, guys, let me put this together. I don't want to go too late. So let's start putting this together. You guys have a little bit of time to still join. If not, thank you for everybody that already joined. So let's put this here. All right. I haven't checked PayPal or Venmo yet, but right now I'm putting in the ones for super chats. So bear with me here. All right. So I did put out my video of what I'm not excited about. What I'm not excited about in 2026, the whiskeys that are coming out that I'm not excited about. Next week, that's the other video that I'm going to put out. So the two videos next week are going to be the videos that the whiskeys that I'm looking most forward to in 2026, and then that breakdown of the Tampa Bay Whiskey Riot Festival. So for the whiskeys of 2026, what are you guys most looking forward to? Do you have one that you're most looking forward to? Do you not? I mean, let me know. Comment there. Let me know what you're looking forward to, what you're most interested in, and what has you excited. And then on the flip side, if you want to tell me what does not have you excited, the fuck? Okay. I don't know what just happened. You guys can still see me, right? What the F just happened? Okay, that was so weird. I don't know. I pressed like a copy and paste and it just went away. You guys can still see me, right? And hear me? Hopefully. All right. So I have good night, Keith P. You probably already left, but thanks for getting on, man. Appreciate you, brother. All right, so you guys can hear me and see me. All right, perfect. Awesome. I have a Rebel 10 Castroof keg and barrel pick. It's a gem. Nice. I have the Humidor cigar blend as well. It's very nice. I was pleasantly impressed. Okay, cool. Nice and neat. Yeah, I mean, I've never tasted it before. Quite honestly, the whole Sealback slide, even the Sealbacks 15, which everybody is going crazy for because it's buff turkey. I'm just like, it's expensive, so I won't buy it. Because I think that Sealback 15 is like $300. So I'm just like, whatever. But it's cool. Like it's cool to be able to taste it, And now I see what the whole big hype is with Sealbacks 15 because it is freaking good. So yeah. All right, Jim S. All right. All right, guys. So I'm about to close it down soon. I'm just looking at PayPal, see if anybody put anything in there. So you guys have a couple of minutes. Where the hell is PayPal? there it is. Cool. I got everybody on Venmo, so thank you, Jim. Appreciate you, brother. Nobody on PayPal. All right, so I think we got everybody, unless somebody else wants to join on this thing. But if not, we are running this. And again, this is for Early Times Bottled and Bond. Where is it? Early Times Bottled and Bond. Yes, it's getting harder to find, so I'm giving away a full bottle. And then, what can we do for the ASW? So I'll do the syncopation. So you got a 2-ounce sample of the syncopation. Do you guys want the cigar batch? You could do the cigar batch. Cigar batch is hard to find, at least here in Florida it is. It's hard to find, so we can do the cigar batch if you guys want. I actually do like that one, even though it has the Amberana. Do I enjoy single malt scotch? Yes, I do, Sydney. I definitely do. So I have my little scotch. You guys might not be able to see it, but that barrel that you guys see here at the bottom, it has most of the scotch. Not all of the scotch is there, but at the bottom has most of the scotch. I got some scotch there, have some scotch over here. But yeah, I do like single malt scotch. Quite honestly, and you guys have probably heard this story a bunch of times. My dad, before he passed away, when he used to come over to my house for the holidays, we used to both drink, because he loved Glenlivet 14. I believe that's a cognac finish, but it is really good. And that's what he used to kind of like sneak in so my mom wouldn't see it. And that's what we would drink together. So I always keep a Glenlivet 14 here, but I have some peated ones. I have some other single malt ones. So yeah, I do. That's a long answer to yes. I got a sample of that one and it's really good. Yeah, I really do like the cigar batch. And then we can do the Riddler, quite honestly. So if you don't know what the Riddler is, it is the 20th anniversary of Star Liquors. This is a quadruple oaked Georgia Heartwood. Yes, I said quadruple oaked. So that was the biggest hit of the whiskey festival, quite honestly. So there with ASW, I freaking brought out that one, and I brought out a oatmeal cream rye. It was a toasted bourbon rye pick that we did with the Lakeland Whiskey Society, and both these. So I had another bottle of the Riddler. I think it was like it was like 3/4 of the way full, and they freaking demolished it. People loved it. And also the oatmeal cream rye, I only had like maybe half of that bottle, maybe 60% of that bottle left, but people demolished it. They loved those two picks. So yeah, this is a good pick. So we could do that. Anyways, let's do this. I'm not trying to stay on too long, guys, but let's share this. So as of right now, I got Jeremy Dirks twice, James Caldwell twice, Henry Hickey twice, Michael Bortner once, Jim Street once. If you don't see your name there, let me know, because it's about to get spun. You got about 1 minute. I'm just checking. I am just checking. All right, so I'm just checking Venmo and PayPal one more time. And if not, we're going to run this. What's up, Bourbon Lover? Appreciate you, brother. Doing well, man. Thanks for getting on. So weird. All right. So let's do this, y'all. We're going to run this. Actually, let's shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is going to be for the early times. Early times bottled and bond. Jim ST. I'm not going to say your last name, but unless you want me to. But Jim, through Venmo, congrats, brother. You just got that. Hopefully you're here, because I have a rule of that you have to be here. Oh, you are here. Perfect. Thanks, man. Boom. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, Jim, I'm gonna remove you. And now, yeah, I have your address, man. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you. And thank you, man. Thank you for joining the raffle. And this is gonna be for the samples. So let's get it. Damn, Jeremy Dirks. Congrats, man. Congrats, brother. Nice. So that is the giveaway, y'all. Thank you guys for everybody that joined. I appreciate y'all. I don't know. All right. So last words, because we're about to end this. Congrats, Jeremy. Thanks for being here. Thank you for everybody that joined today. It was awesome. Thank you all. It's a little weird not having Jason. Not sure if the next one's going to be with Jason or not. I don't know. He has some stuff going on right now. So, yeah. But it could be. It might not be. But if not, let me know some ideas. What would you guys like to see? I got some ideas already, but let me know. The next one is probably going to be February 27th, the end of February or the last Friday of February. I have that one scheduled with Jason, but it depends if he's going to be available or not. Other than that, check out the 2 videos that I have coming out Tuesday and Friday. Tampa Bay Whiskey Festival, Whiskey Riot Festival, and my most excited, the whiskeys that I'm most excited for in 2026. Be on the lookout for those. Also got some a video coming out for my Patreon. So my Patreons, you guys are about to get 3 of y'all are about to get some packages. So if you want to join the Patreon, guys, definitely check out Whiskey Corner on Patreon. I've been slacking on that a little bit, especially this year. But hope to pick that up. And that video, I did record a video. I just couldn't edit it in time. And now I have to record it again because the time kind of passed. So I already did the Wheel of Names, so the people already won. But just be on the lookout if you're a Patreon. You probably won something. At least 3 of y'all did. But we do monthly giveaways for samples, and we do quarterly giveaways for bottles. James Caldwell, you're on that giveaway for the bottle. So obviously depending on the tiers. Go and check out the different channels that were here. Go and check out the different barrel picks that we had here. So go and check out Bourbon Legends, barrel pick from Old Glory. That's going to be really good. Go and check out Doc at Old Fashioned Ways barrel pick from Whiskey Tree. That's going to be really good. And till next time, y'all, I want y'all to have a good night. Cheers, and thank you for getting on. See y'all.